Hi and welcome everyone to today's company update with Flexion. My name is Stefan Knutsson and I'm an analyst here at ABG covering the company. And with me today I have Niklas Koresar, who is the CFO at Flexion. Welcome, Niklas.
Thanks.
And first off, I would just like to give a brief update on the Q4 numbers. You reported a sales growth in Q4 of 52% with improved margins. Can you just give us your thoughts on the quarter?
Well, a really strong quarter. I think it's an amazing quarter. And I think what happened was that we signed a lot of very, very big titles in the quarter before. And so just both the existing portfolio games and the new ones contribute to this performance. So we had, as you said, 50% growth for the quarter, 60 on gross profit, and then much more on the EBITDA. So we start to generate proper EBITDA in the company, which is very positive. So it was a very, very strong quarter.
And you also launched some big games in the fourth quarter and gave a solid outlook for 2022 of sales growth of between 40 and 60%.
Yes.
Can you just give your view on that outlook and how you feel internally about these new games?
As we said, we have secured so much good games and IP in market, so we are very confident about the future, and we were spot on the target last year, and now we're going to repeat that again. So 40 to 60% growth. In there, we also said that the cost base, and I think that's something you can see from the 2021 numbers, is that the cost base is relatively stable in the company, whereas we can push a lot on revenue and gross profit. So you start to see a build up in EBITDA, which I'm very excited about, to be honest.
Perfect. And then on to the big news that you announced yesterday with the acquisition of influencer marketing agency Audiensely. That complements your earlier investment in Light Up Media. It is a brand new field for you, but can you please tell us a bit more about Audiensely?
Yes, it's been quite a hectic period. It came back again. We did all these big signings of games, and then Light Up here just after Christmas, and now we did this transaction. So we've been open with it, is that we have an organic growth strategy, the core business, which is just steaming ahead, as we see in the numbers on all levels, and now we're shifting focus to these new areas. And Light Up was a first step into the influencer marketing area, which is the new way to do marketing in gaming. It's new on our market, but it's definitely coming, and something where we're going to be really big. And that was the first step, and then the next one is to acquire the specialist company on an agency business within this, which is it's very exciting. And that gives us, of course, a very good foothold into the market. So we have kind of cutting edge expertise in the area to develop the strategy going forward. So it's, from a strategic point of view, I think it's very exciting.
And if you look at the numbers for Audiensely, they reported close to 200% organic sales growth in 2021, obviously from a low base, but they still performed or posted sales of 7.3 million euros and with an EBITDA margin of close to 20%. This is obviously a very strong growth, but what do you think we can expect from them going forward?
Yeah, we haven't given any guidance on that yet, and of course early stage companies are growing a lot, but they are active in a market that is growing really, really fast, and they have secured really, really good clients and a really good position worldwide in their area. And that, in combination with our world-leading portfolio, relationships and portfolio of games with the biggest developers, I think it's fair to say that we have a pretty good attempt to try to grow this quite a lot in the company. But let's see where we end up. It's early days still.
Yeah. And you touched upon it here, but can you tell us a bit more about the synergies and how you will try to capture them between Flexion and Audiensely?
So they're on different levels here. On the classical synergies is primarily, I would say, within sales, where we share customers and relationships and drive each other's revenues. I think that's a no-brainer. But for us, the strategic importance here, I think, is even more important, and that is that we get the experience in-house to develop these strategies going forward, to take them to this is just a start of a much bigger strategy, what we do. I think that is very important for us. The second one, which I find very cool, is that we're now proven with one company that is attractive to come in under Flexion, and we give them, we have the platform. These guys also need to start to automate processes. And if there's anything Flexion is good at, is that. And we're also listed, so we have access to capital, etc. So I think if we succeed with that, then maybe potentially can do one or two more whenever. You create this hub for kind of cutting edge companies in our industry, which can be really cool strategically for the group, so to say.
And just short on the deal structure, you pay roughly 6-7 times their trailing 12-month EBITDA upfront, and then there is also an earnout option for them. Can you describe a little bit why you have chosen this structure and what you aim to capture?
It is a growth company, and so you're not really paying on historical numbers. You're looking at the future, of course. And so the structure is a combination of cash and shares in Flexion, which we value a lot because it ties in and we get aligned with the founders in Audiensely on the story going forward. And then of course you have an earnout. And I think it's fair to say that every M&A transaction is paying earnout on growth, so to say. So let's see where we end up on that one, but it's to grow the company going forward.
Perfect. And then lastly, if you would like to just give some words on the Light Up Media strategic deal that you made earlier. You acquired 20% of the company now, but you have options to acquire a bigger share going forward.
Yes, that's a little bit. It's not a traditional M&A transaction, of course. It's an investment. It's a team of people we really, really like, and they have a technical solution where they standardize pricing and standardize you can call it the bidding process for the campaigns. So it's actually quite close to what Flexion are doing ourselves. So we're opening up new market. They are opening up influencer for smaller influencers. So the developers can reach another category of influencers, and it's something we really liked. And for them, you couldn't really buy them yet because it's early, but you could invest and support them. And now we have two companies, and we can, we bring everyone together and see how we can develop ourselves and the two of them jointly going forward. I think that's really, really exciting.
Perfect. That concludes this update. I think. Is there anything else that you want to add?
No, I think we are in a phase where we're growing a lot and a lot of momentum. So it's really exciting, to be honest.
Yeah, perfect. Then I would like to thank you for coming here and talking to me and all the viewers out there.
Perfect. Thanks a lot.